Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. I am Cooper the Red, and this is Madness Burn. Been playing a little bit of Burn this week. This is sort of the finale. We'll see if we get to hot dogs, but this is another deck that runs Vampire's Kiss along with Alms of the Vein. Um, Anytime you're able to cast Alms of the Vein for the Madness cost, it's just absolutely ideal. If we're doing it in this deck, we're going to be drawing a card at the same time. So basically, we're turning our Lightning Helix into a cantrip. Pretty incredible. We've also got Kitchen Imp, which is a card that the Black Burn deck didn't have access to. It doesn't really have enough discard outlets, unlike this deck. So Kitchen Imp can be a 1 mana 2/2 flying haste. And, if we're casting this again with Faithless Looting or a blood token, it's a cantrip as well. So this is a very, very strong option to be dealing damage turn after turn. Also got classic Madness Lightning Bolt, Fiery Temper, and again, sort of a cantrip, which is a theme among all of our Madness cards. We do need to be able to discard our cards, though, in order to take advantage of that. So we've got Voldaren Epicure to make a blood token, Vampire's Kiss, which we've already mentioned, and 4 copies of Faithless Looting. Banned in Modern, Faithless Looting. You can play it here in Pauper, and this is one of the best decks to take advantage of that. The other being Boros Bully. Right, and then rounding out our creatures along with the Epicure and the Kitchen Imp, we've got Monastery Swiftspear, the recent downgrade. Some people actually don't play Swiftspear in this deck, which I think is madness. I think that this card just absolutely belongs here with all of these spells and having haste, being able to, get in those extra points of damage. It's a great top deck. Yeah. Then we've also got a couple of instants for the face. Lightning Bolt, Galvanic Blast. These cards don't actually synergize so much with the Madness side of the deck, but they synergize very well with the Burn side of the deck. We're probably going to have 3 artifacts among our blood tokens and artifact lands, so hopefully Galv Blast is just a better Lightning Bolt most of the time. As far as the sideboard goes, we've got some spell bombs to deal with pesky graveyards, either versus like graveyard combos or maybe against Dimir Terror. Not sure about that, though, since we already have so many other cards to bring in for that matchup. Speaking of which, full 4 copies of Pyroblast. Going to be good versus Dimir Terror or any kind of fairy deck. Could even bring it in versus Familiars if we wanted to. We've got 2 copies of End the Festivities. Might actually want to bump this up to 3 and then drop a Trespasser's Curse. And the Festivities is going to be really good versus Kuldotha Burn or any decks where we're going to be dealing with a lot of 1/1s like Coggates. Again, Trespasser's Curse is going to be good against any deck that's going to be flooding the board with creatures. So Elves would be a really good example for that. Sorry, I'm actually drawing a blank. But we're almost at the end of the intro, so that's fine. We'll just move on to Diabolic Edict. Again, this is another card for Dimir Terror. We could bring this in against Affinity as well. So even if they sacrifice the creature with a Deadly Dispute or a Reckoner's Bargain, if they have any other creatures on the board, they would have to sacrifice. So this can be a good way to get rid of a creature from Affinity once they start attacking, whereas like something like Cast Down could easily be countered with Deadly Dispute. All right, let's get into the league. I think I want this a little bit larger. About there. Hey, Super Sloth. Yeah, been a long time since I've played Rakdos Madness. Ice Tunnel, so it looks like we're up against Dimir Terror. That would be my guess. They did mulligan once. We're going to start with an Epicure. Oh, the Modern Age. Okay. I mean, Terror could absolutely play Modern Age. Maybe that's a new thing. Or this is just a different deck. Snuff out. Okay. Play another Epicure, play Drossforge Bridge. We've got Metalcraft now, so our Galvanic Blasts hit for 4. And we'll have a sweet Faithless Looting on turn 4. Okay, so they're holding up some counter magic. Ooh, the Swiftspear. Oh, that's some counter bait for them, I guess. I really kind of just want to go like attack for 2, pass the turn on their turn, Galv Blast, Galv Blast. Yeah, Blowbear. It is Burn Week. You're right. I just can't help it, you know, like once a theme gets going, I gotta run with it. So all started with Bogle Week. Alright, I want to try and waste their mana here. And if they turn around and cast some cantrips, if they want to get some value with their lands here with cantrips, then we can Galv Blast them. Pretty sure if I pass here, I still get priority. Ah, whatever. I guess they could still have Spell Pierce. I mean, I could only do one of those. The Fiery Temper costs 2 mana because I need to activate the Blood token. Yeah, no Karoo lands, not yet. The Karoo lands that I use now are very, very obvious. Okay, yeah, Spell Pierce. Um, just because they don't have like the classic border. Oh, I still have to, still asks me twice on that. Okay, and they're letting the other Galv Blast through because they don't know what else I have, and they want to leave some counter magic up. All right, let's start with the Swiftspear. Okay. How about a Faithless Looting? Yeah, killing the flyer would be pretty nice. Discard a Fiery Temper and a Vampire's Kiss. And we'll send the Fiery Temper at the Vector Glider here. Wonder if they're trying to counter my Madness trigger. Because opponent has been very quick. Yeah, that might have been what's happening. This is Pauper! All right, opponent, what's the play here? What's your choice? Is this getting countered? I attack all anyway. No, okay. It's going through, so they maybe have a cast down here for the Swiftspear. And I have to adjust this, because this is... There we go. That's better. Now, is it going to retain the size for the other? Okay, good. Alright, so we have lethal in hand. The thing is, we're going to have to get them to resolve. So that's going to be part of the problem. We do also, though, have these creatures as repeatable damage sources. So even if they counter these lightning bolts, if they don't deal with these creatures, they're probably still dead. Love when I retain my size. Everything changed. There was most of you probably are well aware of what's going on, but Moto switched servers or something, so everything was reset to default. Everything. I had to restore all my preferences. Had to fiddle around with the preview box up there. And now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look very good. It's got this gray stuff going on. What's going on with that? That didn't happen when I was doing the testing. Ah, see, this is what I was talking about for the Karoo lands. So they have a very unique border, so I don't mix them up with any other land. Gotcha. Okay, so we managed to win game one. Pretty big deal. Let's bring in these 3 copies of Diabolic Edict first. These are the most important cards. Other than that, we have Pyroblast and Spellbomb. These are in the maybe column. What are we going to take out? I think we almost certainly want the Pyroblasts. They're like the best way for us to kill the Terror besides Diabolic Edict. I'm going to put these into definitely, sliding these in and leave the Spellbombs in the maybe column. Spellbombs can be pretty good though, like clearing out the graveyard so they don't have access to reduce costs on their cards. What am I even supposed to take out? The deck has become like such a finely crafted machine. The synergies are all so high. It's difficult to figure out like what I'm supposed to cut. Because is there anything that's like particularly bad? I guess I could just like cut one of each. Now I have a deck full. It's all 3 ofs. My deck is all 3 ofs, except for Pyroblast, which is a 4. It's kind of silly, but whatever. I would say good enough. Play one of my burn mountains. Hey, Chuck. Could cut some deadly disputes, yep. I think I did cut one. This is what is called the lazy man sideboarding. It's the I can't make a decision sideboarding, yep. Yeah, I think it's actually kind of funny that it actually worked out, where if I took one of every card out, it's just the perfect number to bring all the cards I wanted in. It was kind of funny. Oh, did they just brainstorm lock themselves into one land? They just brainstorm lock themselves into one land. Wow. Okay, mental note gets them out of it. The brainstorm lock. Yeah, that would have been actually a pretty good idea there. Just hold up Pyroblast, keep them from using the mental note to clear out the chafe from the top of their list, from the top of their deck rather. We'll have that as an option next time. If we can maybe try and keep them off the lands here. Sure, would like one of those spell bombs. Might be time to Deadly Dispute to look for one. Hey, Henky. Welcome to the future! The new Magic servers. Brand new and exactly the same as they were before. Damn it! Damn it! Ah, totally baited. That's the worst. I feel like a fool. I'm gonna get absolutely punished for this. They're gonna put Unexpected Fangs on it. Really needed to draw a removal spell here. The Edict. Big time needed Edict. Oh well. Is what it is. Maybe we can still race if they don't have fangs. Yeah, that was just... Didn't really matter. The only thing that really matters from them is Tolarian Terror, Gurmag Angler, and then Unexpected Fangs. What was I doing countering that? I know what I was doing. I was trying to keep them from playing a land, obviously, but... Yeah, just... Alright. Moving forward. I am in this position now, so no use in wishing it was different. Oh, they're going to attack. They probably have a Gurmag Angler as well. I don't think you make this attack if you don't have Gurmag to block. This went from a very, very solid, advantageous game to we're way behind. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we have enough for double Alms of the Vein. It does not make the Monastery Swiftspear big enough to tangle with either of their creatures, unfortunately. And I think we're going to have to block. Yeah, we don't need Spellbomb anymore, which means we'll draw it next turn. Still, they got to be feeling a little bit of pressure here. Because they're at 8 life. Kitchen Imp puts them to 6, and we have 3 cards in hand going up to 4. They've got to be feeling pressured. Right up until they play the Fangs. Oh wow, they did all that on upkeep. At 23, I don't block that. Carnarium. Unfortunate. We need spells here. I could play Fiery Temper now, and we don't have to worry about Spell Pierce. They could have Dispel or Blue Elemental Blast. Think I'm gonna wait. Thanks for the follow, friend. Could end up drawing a Faithless Looting, and then Fiery Temper looks pretty good. Well, land might have actually been what they were looking for. Double attack. Alright, let's block one and hope that whichever one I block is the one that they put Unexpected Fangs on. We can Fiery Temper it, and then hopefully draw Galvanic Blast. Shit. Yeah. Last game. I'm gonna say that one was my fault. Take responsibility for that one. This is a very speculative hand. It could become very good. So opponent starts with a mental note, milling Modern Age and Consider. And here's a Modern Age. I mean, it's also dangerous to put Fangs onto Terror because I could have Pyroblast, which is the best way to answer Terror, but Pyroblast doesn't hit Gurmag Angler, so I think that Gurmag Angler would be the safer creature for them to put it on in this matchup. Oops, not that one. This one. Unfortunate. Was hoping for some better hits. Alms of the Vein and guess Faithless. Okay, Metal Craft unlocked. Ooh. That's a good one. Probably have Counterspell. But, you know, if they're counterspelling Spellbomb, then we get to hit them for 8 damage. Not enough attractions for an attraction deck in Pauper? Oh, I'm sorry. Nice. Just resolves. Ugh. Stickers. I feel about stickers the way some people felt about initiative. Like, I don't want to learn it. I don't want it to be a part of my format. I don't know anything about it. Just, there's something that's just very unappealing. But again, like, I don't know much about it, so that's me being, me having these biases against something I don't know anything about. I could do the Spellbomb now, but then they could put some stuff into their graveyard. I think I'm going to do it on upkeep. Could I? Oh, it's locked. That's why it's not allowing me to do the thing. Come on, just click. Aha, there we go. Maybe I should have waited till draw step if they didn't do anything. Ooh, Kitchen Imp. That's a good draw. Good draw, good draw. Take off the stop on their upkeep. Gonna want to get rid of this Vector Glider if that's a possibility. 1, 2, 3. You had me worried for a moment. I want to Galv Blast the Vector Glider so that if they have Unexpected Fangs, they don't get to like counter our Lightning Bolt with that. Spell Pierced. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, another Kitchen Imp. Very cool. Gonna Pyroblast it again, so if they have Fangs, it doesn't counter the Bolt. Okay. And now we can F6 and attack. Mind Goblin. Okay, they got the Terror. And the Gurmag Angler. We draw Mountain. Alright, so I'm going to Faithless Looting. The question is, do I play the Mountain? I don't think I do. Because I'm just going to have enough mana to do basically whatever I draw with Faithless Looting. I'll be able to Madness the stuff out, but maybe I want to discard the Mountain. Now that's interesting. I can discard Kitchen Imp, Alms of the Vein. So if I hit them with Alms, that's 7 damage, put them to 2. Or I could leave the Edict up to kill one of their creatures. I don't think killing one of their creatures is really important right now. I think the important thing is, I mean, like, if I could kill a creature and know that they're not going to be able to do Unexpected Fangs, sure, that's different, but I'm at 23 life, so I can't really fight through Fangs right now. I get to keep the Edict in hand. We'll just discard the Imp and the Alms and do maximum damage this turn and cross our fingers. Akuyara, hello. Now, the other question is, do I play this other mountain? Probably going to want a Faithless Looting next turn, which would only leave 2 mana left. If I play the mountain, I get 3 mana left, which would allow me to play a spell plus Edict. All right, so we're tapped out. Question is, do you have Unexpected Fangs? Now they're attacking in with both, so probably. Okay, only one. So they do have the block here. Oh, this makes Diabolic Edict very interesting. If they have Unexpected Fangs here, because they'll have to choose between sacrificing their blocker or sacrificing their lifelink creature. Deadly Dispute. That's interesting too. Ooh, with Deadly Dispute, we can sacrifice a creature with blocks. Oh, that's really good. So we can Diabolic Edict them right now. Okay. Oh man, it kind of feels bad not just attacking in with everything now that they don't have the blocker, right? We could attack for 5. Hey, here's lethal, but we just don't have that. But we do have a really nice play with the Epicure Deadly Dispute. And that also makes me want to play the Mountain, so we have mana for Spell Pierce. And because the Deadly Dispute thing is an additional cost, even if they have counter magic for it, they still don't gain the life. And I get to draw 2 cards. Beautiful. Lethal on board. Chainer's Edict, okay. Epicure. Oh, wow. Epicure puts them to 1. Ooh, it needs some Faithless Looting here. Here comes Counterspell. Oh my god. Seriously? This is what you give me? After that incredible move? This is what you give me? What are we supposed to do with this? Really? Don't have that option, Blabber. Oh, that was terribly disappointing. But, you know, we play to our outs, do the best that we can, and sometimes just doesn't work out. I think, regardless, this has been a really good game of Magic, and it's not quite over yet. We have 2 more Edicts in the deck. We have 2 more Pyroblasts. 3 more, sorry, 3 Pyroblasts left in the deck. It's not even the 1 mana 5/5, it's just the Fangs. The Fangs were the only problem. We get the edict, but they have another creature. No treasure. Sorry, no. We have treasure. No blood tokens. No faithless looting in the graveyard. We just have nothing left. Damn. Nothing left in the tank. I think this is GG. Could block here, sacrifice my own creature. We go down to 9, and we die next turn anyway. They're at 8 life. We don't have enough damage to be able to deal with that. Yeah, it's GG. Ooh, this hand is not going to work. A very slow hand. A Dimir Terror do be a popular deck for a reason. Yeah, that's true. It's the best. I'll get rid of Galvanic Blast here. We have to play Swamp. Playing turn 1, Karoo land. Huge mistake. Don't do it. Ooh. Playing against Tron. I think we're probably the worst burn deck against Tron. Could play Swiftspear this turn, or we could play Carnarium. I don't really feel like Carnarium is the way to go here. It doesn't set up our Kitchen Imp any sooner, really, does it? Okay. So they don't have Tron yet. All right, so they go get Power Plant. Play the Power Plant. And another map. So they'll have access to Tron next turn. Ooh, but we get Faithless Looting. What a draw. So with the Mountain and the Carnarium, we can play Faithless Looting, Kitchen Imp, and Fiery Temper all in one turn. Incredible. Put him down to 6. Faithless Looting is just busted in this deck. Best Faithless Looting deck. All right, so what do you have? What amazing thing can you do with all this mana? Muldrifter evoked. Okay. Ephemerate. Pretty good. What else you got? Cycle Remote Isle. Okay. Pretty good turn. Let's see what I can do. Alms of the Vein. Okay, you're dead. Got 1, 2, 3, flashback, Faithless Looting, swamp, double black, Alms of the Vein, kill. I want to move you over here. Sweet. All right, so we don't know too much about the opponent's Tron deck. We know that they're playing Azorius. We know they're playing Muldrift or Ephemerate. Otherwise, we don't have too much information. We could bring in some Pyroblasts to try and mess with what they're doing, but I think, honestly, I want to stay with just the main configuration. Just the 60 the way it is. And try and get a little bit more information or just win the match. Well, yeah, Tron usually doesn't want to be sitting across from a burn deck. But I have lost with burn against Tron, so it does happen. Don't get overconfident. Thinking probably turn 2 Vampire Kiss. Get some blood tokens to set up. We'd really like some more lands. If we find untapped land, we're going to Faithless Looting. If we don't, we're going to blood token a Kitchen Imp, try and find land. Lone Missionary. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good versus us, especially with Ephemerate. Okay, we found Carnarium. So yeah, I think I go Kitchen Imp, Carnarium, the Mountain. No counter magic. Find another Kitchen Imp. Cool. You're going to be able to do some pretty cool stuff with Faithless Looting next turn. Put in 2 Kitchen Imps. One of the reasons why I really like this deck, it's the kind of card advantage it's running. So most burn decks, you find your hand will empty quite quickly. This one, you find your hand to generally stay rather full. Okay, so Muldrift or Ephemerate again. I'm wondering if this is any better than classic familiars. Like, you're getting the big mana, sure, but in the games where you don't get the big mana, oh, there's Expedition Map for the big mana. Get Epicure. Kind of wondering if we might want to just kill both of their creatures so they don't have anything to ephemerate. So we go Faithless Looting, and then we have 3 mana left. So I could go 3 mana left. Faithless Looting, 3 mana left. I could go Fiery Temper, Kitchen Imp, Lightning Bolt. That kills both their creatures and attacks for 4. How many artifacts do we have? Just the one? Might actually just want to Galv Blast this. Lightning Bolt seems like it's just worth more damage. Gonna need to use my blood tokens for my madness cards. And we get to prevent them from gaining another 4 life or drawing another 2 cards. So I think it's definitely worth the use of resources there. Especially since they get replaced. Alright, so they found their tower. They've got big mana now. And still have 17 life. Ooh, Mnemonic Wall. Mnemonic Wall for Impulse? No. Oh, and they play another Lone Missionary. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Get a Swiftspear. Lightning Bolt the wall. Get that off the table. Pass back. So yeah, they can do some pretty interesting things with Mnemonic Wall and Ephemerate. They can create loops, so being able to get rid of that wall seems quite good here. I think it's worth losing out on 3 damage to the face to get that off the table. Goliath Paladin. Some really cool stuff here out of the opponent's deck. I'm not a big fan of Tron, but I think they're doing some cool stuff. But yeah, it also definitely reminds me quite a bit of Azorius Familiars. Oh, geez, another Muldrifter. Just feels like infinite Muldrifters, but that's because of the Ephemerates. What is this, Ghostly Flicker? Yeah, it is. Gain 4 life, draw another 2 cards. Wow. That's pretty good. Late to dinner. Oh, wow. That is strong. It might be too late to do anything. They just have so much value at this point. Maximum value. Kind of need another mana for the Faithless Looting to be at full effect. Another Deadly Dispute. Alright, so we bring in Spellbomb. And probably Pyroblast. Pretty sure we've lost this game where they're just like creating food. They have so much mana. They can flicker, go to dinner. Might be worth it to concede and go to game 3. Opponent has 18 minutes on the clock, 18 and a half. So I don't think there's any chance of going to a timeout here on their side. Oh yeah, yep, I hear you. I like to go fast. And I particularly like Infect, because it doesn't matter how much life they gain, it'll just kill you anyways. They're like, I'll take these blocks all day. I'm just gonna bring my mole drifters back with late to dinner. Haha. Yeah, I agree. Alright, bring in Spellbomb. Bring in Pyro. Actually, Trespasser's Curse is kind of interesting this matchup too, where they're looking to like blink things over and over. I like this hand. Get to start really quick with some Swift Spears. Pyroblast. Oh, that's an interesting one to keep available, but I think they're probably going to be using their mana on map. I kind of want to go for Kiss, get the blood tokens. Get the prowess. Pyro would have been pretty good there. Really kind of caught on lands now. Wow, gets Island. Do they already have the power plants in hand? Mostly looking to counter a Muldrifter with this. Hmm. Okay, good draw. Nice Galv Blast. If I... Yeah, Galv Blast is not lethal, right? That's 3, 4, 8. Not even close. Well, yeah. Alright, what does opponent have in store for us this turn? They have access to Tron if they want it, so they can have all the mana. Tap Mine, tap Island. I guess that's a little bit awkward. They could tap Mine Tower, go get Power Plant, tap Island Power Plant, evoke Muldrifter, Tranquil Cove to Ephemerate. Oh, and they go get Plains on top of your library. That's wild. I know that they have access to Prohibit, so I don't think I want to throw my Galv Blast at them this turn. I think I want to have Pyroblast up to do that. Exaxes. GG. Give him the good luck choom. Ah, this hand looks great. Keep it. Yes, indeed, Pauper. This is the place for it. If you're a fan of the format, we've got it here. I think we were actually playing the mirror match before the other day. Oh, they're playing Kiln Fiend. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we could be dead now. Oh no. Okay, that's something. Maybe they don't have Muta. No Muta, let's go. Take 8. Alright, so they got Festival Crasher now. What do we get? Another Faithless. I mean, Faithless isn't looking too hot with the hand we have. Good Deadly Dispute. By Deadly Dispute, Faithless Looting, then that is 2 spells, so that's 6, 7, 8. With the Epicure, that's lethal. Hey Stompy, I do not know the answer to your question, unfortunately. Wish I could help you, but I have not looked into that. Sorry, friend. Okay, they scoop. Alright, don't hit submit. Sideboard first. Alright, bring in the 3 Diabolic Edicts. Most important card. I think that's actually the only important card out of the sideboard. We're going to want to take out... what? I want to leave in Galvanic Blast, Lightning Bolt, 100%. Temper, 100%. The cards I think that could come out, Alms of the Vein, Vampire's Kiss, Deadly Dispute, maybe. Probably want to keep the Disputes and the Faithless to find the Edicts. So I'm thinking maybe Alms of the Vein is probably the best card to come out. Like, Vampire's Kiss sets us up for our other spells. So even though it doesn't, have as much of a life swing, I think that it's better in the deck than Alms. Just to get those blood tokens. Hot Dogs is so good. I think we were dead if we didn't draw the Fiery Temper with the Faithless Looting. I think opponent was just going to kill us next turn. But then again, I always think that if you pass to the opponent while they have a Kiln Fiend on the battlefield, I always think you're dead in that situation. Oh, easy mulligan. Don't have to think about this one. Yeah, we played the new mono red. It was quite good. Very good. Did you have to reinstall MTGO? Yes. I read the notes. They said that you had to uninstall the old one, reinstall the new one, so I just did that. Didn't bother trying to use my old version, but some people on Discord did, and they had to install an update. Magic opens, and they're like, uninstall Magic, please. And re-download. Oh wow, turn 1 Faithless Looting. Seems like a sign of weakness to me. What a draw. Oh my god. The Edict is so good. Might be able to get the opponent after they play a Kiln Fiend turn 2, and then turn 3 they go all in on it, and we Edict them after they cast their hand of spells. That's the plan. What else could we do? We could attack, and then if they block Galv Blast, but that looks pretty weak to a Muta. I think we just pass the turn and hope that Edict is good enough. Kind of project weakness a little bit here. This is where one instance where I'm really happy that Gitaxian Probe is not in the format. Oh, they reveal a Kiln Fiend here. So yeah, as far as getting them with the Edict, we're not. We're still going to use it, but we're not getting them. All right, now we got to go for a less than ideal Faithless. It'd be a lot better if we had a second land here, or sorry, a third land. Whatever, is what it is. Okay, there's the second black land we wanted. Get rid of the Kitchen Imp. And I think both Kitchen Imps, actually. Because we can use the Vampire's Kiss to make Galv Blast good for 4 damage. Problem now is going to be Benevolent Blessing. Is that the right one? No, Apostle's Blessing. Apostle's Blessing is what we have to watch out for now. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get one of them. Stompy, good to see you. Welcome to the new MTGO client, same as the old MTGO client. Thank you, thank you. Lightning Bolt. Okay, so we could Bolt 1, Deadly Dispute, Galv Blast the other. Kind of interested to see if they're going to block anything. They're not going to block anything. Well, we still have to evade Muta. Yeah, they have Muta. Fortunately, they only have 2 cards left in hand. They do, however, have a Faithless in the graveyard. Reckless Impulse. Strong start from the opponent. Reveals, ooh, Amplifier. Plays the Amplifier. Next turn is going to be dangerous. Of course, they're in danger as well. Vampire's Kiss puts them to 5. And then we're coming in with 4. So I don't think we can kill. We could play the bridge, dispute it, Faithless Looting, but that's not better than just playing Kiss. Question here is, do we bother to attack with Swiftspear? Swiftspear could be quite useful as a blocker, considering they have Amplifier as well. I think with the cards that we have to find the kill next turn, I don't think it's worth it to attack with a Swiftspear, put him to 1. We just gotta find 1 more damage, and we have a lot of looks. And this way we can potentially prevent a large amount of damage. We're just really hoping they don't have Crash Through. Okay, no Crash Through, that's a sorcery. Block here to block maximum damage. Alright, so opponent has 2 cards in hand. If they have the best cards they could have in hand would be Mutagenic and Timber Battle Rage. They would cast both targeting Kiln Fiend. Alright, so they do have TBR, which I think only gives a creature double strike. Okay, no, but it always works on Kiln Fiend. I almost forgot that. It just always works on Kiln Fiend. Down to 5, and we get Epicure for the last damage. Let's go. Epicure wins. We're on the draw with this hand. It's not great, but, you know, like, we've got all our colors. We've got... the hand is pretty good. It's, like, a little bit slow, but we get turn 2 Vampire's Kiss, which sets us up for the rest of the game. Galvanic Blast, easy 4 damage. Yeah, Faithless Looting with Fiery Temper. Like, this hand is a little bit slow, but actually looks pretty good. So we're supposed to play the Drossforge Bridge first. Oh, no. I'm playing a burn deck and you're playing Crossroads? Alright. Let's see what we can do against this. Okay, so we're playing against Orzhov. Maybe Pestilence, maybe Initiative. I think it might actually just be better to play Epicure rather than Vampire's Kiss here. We get our creatures on the board so we can start attacking. We still get 2 blood tokens, the exact same number as Vampire's Kiss. And if we get 3rd untapped land, I'm going to want a Faithless Looting, probably. Oh, wow, and passes the turn? So they probably have Suffocating Fumes? Another Black Source would be awesome. Land? Aw, too bad. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, that makes the Vampire's Kiss play look a little bit better. Really? This is not the kind of matchup we wanted. Yeah, not at all. Kind of feeling like their deck is very well positioned against ours. All right, I can't do anything on their turn. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna F6 their turn. You miss me? No land draw. Let's see here. What have we got? Not a whole lot. Faithless Looting, but I only have one thing. 23? Wow. This is going to be tough. And then, like, if we kill Core Skyfisher, we could be playing into Omen of the Dead. Did not draw another Madness. Did not draw another land. Deadly Disputed Blood Token. Find a land and Alms of the Vein. Vampire's Kiss. And pass the turn. Have Lightning Bolt up if we want it. There's Basilica, returning the Crossroads so they can gain 2 life on another turn. All right, let's untap, see what we get. Another Fiery Temper. So if I use the Faithless Looting, I only have enough mana to cast one of these, but if I use my blood tokens, I can do both of them. We haven't played a land this turn, so I could just go like blood token Alms, look for a land, blood token Fiery Temper, look for a land. I could also Deadly Dispute a blood token again, looking for lands. Hey, Clan Ego, thank you for saying so. I always have a lot of fun playing Blackburn. I've got Kuldotha Burn coming out soon, and then Madness Burn after that, and hopefully we'll round it all out with some hot dogs. I always seem to have not enough luck. Oh, that's right. We have the treasure. Well, yeah, we have the extra land now. So on the next turn coming, I mean, in the last list I was running of hot dogs, I was running Rite of Flames. Not sure what list I'll be running if I run it on Friday or Thursday. Where are we? What day is it? It's Wednesday today. Ooh, this is interesting. So I could Deadly Dispute my Swiftspear, and then they have to journey to nowhere their own Dawnbringer Cleric? Oh, Lone Missionary and Crossroads. Gain 6 life, back up to 19. There goes all my hard work. Okay, Kitchen Imp, so we've got stuff to cast with our Faithless Looting here. So let's see here, I tap these 3, and then I have Drossforge Bridge and Treasure. Just wondering if I'm supposed to kill this. They have so many enter the battlefield abilities, it would be reasonable for them to be playing Ephemerate. And maybe for that reason I don't want to kill the Missionary, because maybe they have Ephemerate. Yeah, that's true, Mini Crab, that's true. Good point. Cast down the Kitchen Imp. They only have one card left in hand. And on upkeep, they're going to scry. One card to the bottom. Plays a Basilica, returns the Crossroads to gain more life. So they have one unknown in hand. Another Kitchen Imp off the top. Wonderful. All right, so they're at 14. How much damage do we have? 9. We have the artifacts, so 9 plus 4, 13. Okay, so we have lethal in hand, but we don't have the mana to deploy everything. We only have 4 mana, so we could deploy these, but we don't have enough to kill. Enough mana to kill. So I'm thinking play Vampire's Kiss, Epicure, hold up 1 mana, and try and kill next turn. So many blood tokens. Okay, so they're scrying on upkeep. 1 card on top. Journey to... excuse me. Journey to Nowhere. Get rid of the Kitchen Imp. They've used pretty much all of their mana here. Crossroads back to 13. 9 plus 4. 13 exactly. Let's go. And Swiftspear. Okay, so if I play Swiftspear, then I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. And I think we go to damage right now, because if they have Ephemerate, we can respond with lethal. Okay. They don't have Ephemerate. Pretty sure we just win now. Actually being able to take that game, that's insane. How much life did they gain? It was a lot. It was a lot of life they gained. Anyone on YouTube, if you can like count that up, how much life they gained that game? All right, what are we gonna sideboard here? We could bring in Trespasser's Curse. I think that Curse and Spellbomb are the only cards that are like have any play to them in this matchup. The question is, are these cards actually worth bringing in? Roughly 16, that is so much. Like, they aren't blinking anything that we've seen. You know, like an early Trespasser's Curse might get 3 or 4. I think we might be better off just resubmitting the same 60. Like, we're not going to get very much value off of this, no value off of this. We didn't actually see any Omen of the Dead, but I'm sure they're playing some. I'm just going to resubmit. Same 60. I have mono red burn from a few years ago in MTGO. This version seems so much more fun. One of the cool things about Pauper right now is there's actually a lot of I think there's actually a lot of variability, a lot of variety in the burn decks right now. There's this one, there's black burn, there's classic red burn, there's Kuldotha burn, and then you might also count hot dogs. So lots of choices for this style of deck. I think this is good enough. We've got the Kitchen Imp, we got Faithless Looting with Imp. I think this is fine for a keep. And we also have both colors of mana. Alright, so they mulligan once. Start with the basic Swamp and Duress. No Duress? Okay. Oh, Swiftspear, that changes my play. I was going to play the Drossforge Bridge, but with Swiftspear here, we're just going to play Swiftspear. I'm also wondering if I should be trying to play around Dust to Dust at all. So I'm going to play the basic Mountain instead of the Great Furnace here. So that when I play the Drossforge Bridge, hopefully I don't just get blown out by Dust to Dust on their turn 3. Yeah, I understand that. Akuyara. Definitely get where you're coming from on that. The Swamp here is a really cool draw. Swamp means we can go Vampire's Kiss, and then next turn be ready for Kitchen Imp. But yeah, Meow Mix Max. This version of Burn is the grindiest, and one of the reason why people like yourself and myself enjoy it. Oh, no kidding. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm always a little bit like nervous, I guess you could say, about pronunciations. So yeah, I definitely appreciate the feedback. All right, this is interesting. So we could play Great Furnace, Galv Blast opponent for 4, and then play Kitchen Imp and attack. Hey, Grim. Yep, opponent is on, let's call it Orzhov Mid-range. It's very similar to the classic Pestilence creature lists, but we haven't actually seen Pestilence yet, and I'm kind of thinking they're probably playing Goliath Paladin. But we haven't seen Goliath Paladin, so that remains to be seen. Oh, another Galv Blast. All right, so Dust to Dust is looking okay here. It's going to look really good next turn for them. Okay, Journey to Nowhere. What do they get rid of with Journey here? The Monastery Swiftspear, okay. And we got our turn back. So let's see here. We've got Drossforge Bridge, Galv Blast, Kitchen Imp. Love it. Can we kill? Is another important question. Can we kill? 4, 7, 8, 9? Why not kill? We are going to wipe the sweat from our brow on that one, because I think that was a steal. Um, it may seem, like a different way to go. How may I say that? Like, it might seem like, oh, well, it looked like, we had the game locked up, but I would say that this is a difficult matchup from the amount of life that the opponent is able to gain. So, yeah, I am very, very happy with that result, and I think that that was a steal. A lot of lands in this hand. But we have Kiss into Alms with Deadly Dispute for the other blood token. Not the worst. Kind of slow, but maybe we can make it work. Plays Mountain and Epicure. Okay. Up against another burn deck. We'll find out shortly what kind of burn deck it is. I like the secondary Alms. Let's play the Bridge and pass back. Kuldotha burn. Now we know. Kind of wish I had a Shrivel for this matchup. They're going to be able to get in for some pretty big damage. Ooh, Faithless Looting is nice. So I can Vampire's Kiss, and then next turn Faithless Looting with double Alms. Chain Lightning, okay. Taking a bunch of damage here. Find a Swiftspear. Oh, that kind of makes it difficult to go for the looting play. With a Swiftspear, I could go Alms of the Vein. Just like the one Alms of the Vein with a blood token. You like gain 6 life here? Hmm. I guess if they go like a Mountain Pyroblast, why not Swiftspear Deadly on Blood? That is another option. I do like gaining some amount of life. Alright, so how much damage could they deal? They could do a ton of damage next turn, actually. Depending on what they have in hand. It's all spells, obviously. So, like, Bushwhacker into Fire Blast, Bolt even. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, well, I'm going to go with Swiftspear, 1 Alms. Find a Bolt. Nice. Hey, King, with the raid! What's up, friend? Hey, thanks a lot for coming by, everybody. My name's Cooper, and I play Magic, mostly in the Pauper format. We're here in match 5 of the league, actually. So let's get back into the game here and see what we can do. Hope your stream went amazing, King. All the best to you. Thank you so much for giving us the raid, for sharing your chat with us. I'll take good care of them. And anyone who hasn't already followed King, definitely head over. You're going to get the best stories. You're going to get some quality Magic. So I could tap Furnace, play the Carnarium, Faithless Looting, and then I have Great Furnace to discard if I don't get another Madness card. We do get another Madness card. Wonderful. Put them to 8. Kitchen Imp puts them to 6. We need one more damage spell. Okay, they're just going to concede there. What card would we draw? Another Deadly Dispute. Draw 2 more. Okay, we had it. Ooh, we get End the Festivities. Nice. Let's bring that in. Obviously, I want to keep all the Alms, all the Vampire's Kiss. Those are all super important. What do we take out, though? Thinking I might actually take out Deadly Dispute. The 2 of. Leave the other 2. Curse has potential in this matchup. It could also just be a total dud that we draw later. I'm less and less hyped on Curse, to be honest. I'm starting to think that I should just be playing Shrivel or Suffocating Fumes. I think that if we go to a game 3 and we're on the play, maybe I want some Trespasser's Curse. But on the draw, I think I want to just answer what's on the table. The thing about Affinity Hate, and I mean, like, a Diabolic Edict is actually for Affinity as well. The thing about Affinity Hate, and specifically Smash to Smithereens, is that if the opponent has Deadly Dispute, Reckoner's Bargain, or Makeshift Munitions, they get to nullify the 3 damage. And the card just hasn't been feeling very good to me because of that. I wouldn't mind some Mox Monkey, though. Alright, so obviously they choose to play. Kind of an awkward hand here. Yeah, that's the plan, Grim. This hand is super awkward, so slow. I do not like this hand. All the Madness cards with no way to discard them. The lands are just like both tapped. It's just, yeah, I don't like this one. Even though we have two lands, we have all of our colors. I just don't like it. I like this hand a lot more. They start with an Epicure. I think I start with Swiftspear and then play Epicure next turn. Okay. So I think this turn I play Epicure and no attack. Oh no, because they did attack. So I guess I can attack with a Swiftspear. I guess if I hold it back, they can't really attack. I guess they could Lightning Bolt attack, and then I just lose the value from the Swiftspear. Yeah, let's attack. And then I can still trade one for one here. Hello, Rodeo. Prefer attack before playing the 1/1? Absolutely. My sequencing could definitely use some work. You think they would have chumped? Chumped to prevent one damage? I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. It could have been some pretty big damage actually. All right, prevent one. And bolt the Swiftspear. Okay. That's the main reason I wanted to attack with it. Find a deadly dispute. Alright, let's Kitchen Imp look for a land. Nice. I was going to say, this is what we get for tucking a land during the mulligan. Glad they finally got rid of the click no twice bug. It's just like the no helmet bug in Shiv. Oh yeah, we totally fixed it. They didn't fix it. Hmm. Don't currently have any way to discard anything. Think we might just want to go bolt bolt. Actually, it'd probably be better to kill this with one of our bolts. Yeah, yeah. We've experienced it. Alms Hardcast is a thing to do. I kind of want to leave this in hand for a little bit so that if we get um a discard option, we can just cast it for madness. Oh, that's true too. They're at 12. We have 12 damage. They're at 15. Yeah, so we don't want to kill their Swiftspear. And Alms is the best use of mana. Alright. Because I don't want to deadly dispute my land. Just seems like a bad idea. Faithless right on time. So I'm thinking Deadly Dispute a land on their turn, try and find the kill. Hope we don't die here. Come on. Damn it. I think we can wait on the bolts and only bolt the Swiftspear if it's about to become a 3/4. Oh, that's a good point. And we're only taking 2 from the Galv Blast. Hmm. Down to 5, top deck war. Emil Skull, I see you got the manas for a chest there. We're going to see if we can just get through this game. Alms of the Vein with looting, let's go. We've switched life totals. Find Kitchen Imp. Ah. I think I think we just Faithless Looting Alms again. Prefer hardcast Alms. I really want to just gain the life. Let me think about this for a moment. I definitely want to cast the Alms. I'm just thinking about how Faithless Looting works with this. Because we just get like 2 fresh cards, right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let's just hardcast Alms and kill them next turn. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, so they play Chromatic Star. I'm at 8 life, going down to 5. Crack the Chromatic Star. They're looking for Lightning Bolt Pyroblast. They find a Kessig Flame Breather, and this should be GG. Unless they have Fire Blast as their last card. In which case we would already be dead. Fire Blast is already lethal. We did it, chat! We did it! Alright, so this is the deck that we were playing today. Madness Burn, Pauper Madness, Rakdos. This is one of the burn decks that's available in Pauper, and as we've seen through the league here, it's the one that has the most card advantage. So you're actually able to grind with this deck, which is something you can't really do with the other burn decks, not to this level. Personally, I've really come to like this particular main deck. So the 4 Deadly Disputes, basically all 4 ofs. And then, the lands are not quite as clean as the spells. We've got the 1 of Bloodfell Caves, and, like a bunch of, I got 3 of Artifact lands, 4 here on a basic, 2 here on a basic, 3 Carnarium, but I do actually like the numbers on these lands. I think that's pretty close to correct, if not spot on. So yeah, really like the main, and I think that this is a great option, just because of how it's able to keep on going, to grind. But you saw we were playing against the Orzhov mid-range deck, which has quite a bit of life gain, and we were still able to get through it, and I don't think other burn decks would have been able to do that. The sideboard, I think, is going to need some work. I was fiddling around with a sideboard at the end of the stream there, which isn't something you're going to be seeing on YouTube, but I really want to take out the Trespasser's Curse. I found that I wasn't really bringing it in matchups where maybe it was good. I'm really more interested. I'm interested in something else for the Curse. While I do think that Curse can be a very strong card if it's played on turn 2, I'm just like, I'm not there right now. Maybe I'll come back to Trespasser's Curse at another time. Maybe another deck will come into the format where it really makes me look at the Curse again. But personally, I'm just thinking I would rather have ways to remove the creatures once they get on the board, like End the Festivities, or to, like deal with them with a Diabolic Edict or something to that effect. So that's just kind of what I'm feeling right now. If I were to make some changes to the deck, I think that it would be taking out Curse and increasing the number of End the Festivities, Diabolic Edict, and maybe putting Mox Monkey in there. Yeah, so really enjoyed the league. No surprise since I won most of my matches. Definitely would recommend the deck. I think that it still has a place in the format, and with Burn being so prevalent, having a deck that gains life and is good versus Burn decks seems like a good option. And then it also, has the good matchups where Burn would normally have good matchups. A little bit more difficult to deal with this deck than some of the other traditional Burn decks, since we don't have as many instants and we don't have as many red cards. So Hydroblast, Blue Elemental Blast, and Dispel are not going to be as good versus this deck as they would be versus traditional Burn. Yep, so if you choose to take this deck out for a spin, I wish you the best of luck, and have a wonderful day.